Hey, what's up, guys? Brad, Poor Boy's Garage, 1974 Plymouth Satellite. And Houston, we got a problem on our hands. No turning back now. All right, well, we picked up a sweet little 74 Satty, plum crazy. Used to be moon, what do they call that? Moon brown, my buddy was telling me, my old Mopar buddy Dennis. Moonlight brown or something. I don't know, I have to look up on that, in the book on that one. But anyway, we'll do the walk around later. We'll do the, let's start with she's locked up. I don't know, should I say locked up or stuck? I don't know, what's the difference? Locked up is like, I feel like you put the wrench on it, it don't move at all. I don't know. Locked up is like you could just tell it's got like a bearing spun in it and it's just welded together. I don't know. That's kind of a stupid definition. But anyway, either way, locked up, stuck. I'm gonna go through my routine of doing these, and I know everybody's gonna be like, put diesel in the car, fill it up. Fill it up with trans fluid. You get all of that, all the old timers. What am I gonna do? First thing I'm gonna do is pull the plugs. Second thing I'm gonna do is pull the push rods, and we'll see where she's at. Is she on is the ring stuck, or is it the valves? I'm thinking valves, because I didn't get this thing out of the woods. I got it out of a driveway. I was sitting in a gentleman's driveway for the last 5 years plus. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. More working, less talking. Maybe I should say she's locked up, not stuck, because she ain't even. All right. Let's not break anything. I'm gonna put her down and start pulling the plugs. Let's do that. I love when I'm looking all over my shop for my light and it's right in front of my face. All right, guys, so here's what we're working with. It's definitely not a Hemi, but it's definitely not a 318 either. So we're at the next best thing. Is it a 340? Oh, I wish. Next best thing after that? I don't know. Is there a next best thing after a 340? I don't know. Anyway, in the small block world, 360, and that's what we got going on. So 360, I think it's out of, I don't know what it came out of, but it's a 70s, I want to say 360. My buddy Dennis looked up the numbers. I think that's what he told me. Hasn't been started in probably, I don't know, 7 years, I want to say. Sat in a gentleman's driveway. I knew about this car for a long time, and I finally started talking to him about it, and he was never going to get to it. So basically, he bought this car the way you see it, put it in his driveway, and that was the end of that. So I went up, talked to him about it, and he's like, I'd love to see you get it running and driving. And that's exactly what we're gonna do for you guys. So let's start pulling some plugs. And with these, you really have to be careful when these motors are locked up like this. Because if you get a big crazy pry bar on that bolt, and that bolt will probably take some torque, but you will bend push rods if them valves are stuck. So my suggestion is, if you're gonna try step 1 of pulling plugs, and that don't work, go to step 2, pull the push rods, pull your rockers, and then it gives you a chance to look down underneath the valve covers and see what you got going on there. And then if that don't work, we're going to the old school trick of Marvel Mystery Oil and everything. And then that don't work, soak it in diesel, and hopefully she busts free, less than 3 months time as you rock it every day. So it's really on her schedule when she wants to bust free when you're that far and you're kind of running out of ideas. So I'm gonna pull plugs and we'll go from there. First thing I'm gonna do is take off this bad to the bone Edelbrock air cleaner. But you know why I think this motor's pumped up a little bit? 1, we got headers on it. 2, we got an aluminum intake on it. 3, we got a 4-barrel on it. We have a aluminum water pump. We got an aluminum radiator. And if this is stock and they bolted all this stuff on, I'd be highly surprised. But I've seen this kind of stuff happen as well. So anyway, that's what makes me think, though, in my personal opinion, that this is a little bit more than just a stock 360. But who knows? When we fire it up, then you'll be able to know right off the bat if it's got some little stout little cam in it or something. Plug number 1. That looks rusty and like it had water in it. Let's see here. Look at that. That ain't good right off the bat. But I pulled the dipstick, so I know the car didn't get flooded, at least. Yeah, because that oil right here, it's 1, it needs an oil change, but 2, I don't see no water in it. And if somebody changed the oil to get the water out of it, you'd see it being brand new oil. So that tells me that it didn't get flooded. But I also heard through the grapevine, the gentleman I bought it from said that it came out of Havelock, which is like 15 minutes down the road. So I'm sure a Marine had it. This plug don't look bad. They were trying to get it running, right? It backfired, shot gas over onto the wires over there, and started the wires on fire. Now, when I look at the wires, they don't look that bad. Like the sheathing's kind of been melted, but they're not bare wires sticking out all over the place. So I may be able to just tape it off and get around that. But your guess is as good as mine on that. You always have these good ideas on these things, and they come to life when they on their time, not on your time. But it's all good. What is up with this plug here? There she goes. What is nice about this, though, it's a complete motor. I don't see wires hanging. You know, that's always the story of my life. I don't see bolts thrown in the freaking, just thrown all over the place and pulleys hanging. So really, in that aspect, I'm grateful. But I was not thinking this motor was going to be locked up by any means. I thought for sure it just needed a little poor boy's love. And next thing you know, we'll be ripping around the block, seeing if this thing gets down. Boy, was I wrong. Kids, fast forward this part. This one isn't made for kids here. I gotta straddle this fender. Oh my goodness. Because the header is up and over the spark plug. In order for me to twist it out, I gotta get my wrist under the header for this last one. Bonus. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know the trick you could use though? You put a piece of hose right over the end of the spark plug and you twist. And that's how you're gonna get it in and get it out. So really, oh, you know these plugs got the longest threads on them too. Oh, like a 318 spark plug. I don't know if I straddle it a different way. It's like my wrist. There. She likes it like this. Okay. I got it. Oh man. That was it. All right, got them all. All 4 plugs are out. One looks real rough. The other ones just look normal wear. Not too concerned yet. What I want to do next is I might as well go ahead and drop the valve cover. See what we're working with here. Let's do that. If this thing's got roller rockers in, I'll be jumping for joy. Wouldn't that be sick? Then you know it's pumped up. Oh, regular Joe. And they don't look like they changed the oil much in it either. Holy crap. Let me show you what I got here. I mean, you would think if you have a bad to the bone little Sadie like this, that you'd want to change the oil every once in a while. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it ain't that bad. I don't know. Definitely not roller rockers, just regular. All right, so we didn't look out roller rockers, guys. That's okay. I am going to go ahead and just pull the whole rack off. Go ahead and pull the... You ain't just gonna rock this with nothing, because I don't have nothing down the cylinders. Nah. I'm in neutral too. That don't matter, but... All right. Let's go ahead and start slathering up with some Marvel Mystery Oil for now. And see if she won't break loose. I may go down and look down all the cylinders with my camera and see if I can't notice if there's any water built up in one or anything like that. Then we'll go ahead and Marvel Mystery Oil all of them. Just start dumping that crap everywhere. Letting her sit. Hopefully. Just gotta be careful messing with this bolt, because you try to get too frisky or try to go too fast and she ain't ready, you'll snap that bolt off and then you'll be in a world of hurt. So I'm just trying to take my time, let her kind of lube up, and when she's ready, she'll go, I guess. Man, there's some weird stuff going on with this thing. It's almost like this thing got beat to death. Look at this. Look at that U-joint moving in there. Hang on, maybe you can see it better like this. There you go. Look at that U-joint. My good Lord, how many brake torques did you do on this thing? So there's one problem. That's down the road stuff. That's easy stuff though. Man, this thing needs some love. Oh, torque converters. That's way farther than what I had in the beginning. The torque converter is actually moving. Wow. 0 movement to 1/8 of an inch to now I'd say 1/4. I see I'm gonna be changing brake lines too. I could already tell. They're all pinched. So guys, that's about it really. All I could do is just kind of go back and forth, just hope for the best. I would start changing out things like, you know, that U-joint, get that ready. I could start doing brakes. But really, if the motor's locked up and we got to go down this road, it's like, do I really want to throw a lot of money at it, you know? Because I'm not trying to do a motor. As much as I'd love to, this is just not a dream car. You know, it's a cool car, don't get me wrong. So for me to like start yanking motors and have them all redone and all that, I don't know. So to be continued on this one. So we tried. We crossed our fingers for a Thanksgiving Day miracle. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way, guys. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. It's not quite ready to go back to work yet, but we're still enjoying our nice, beautiful Friday here in North Carolina. Pontiac seems to run good. The 74 Satty, we crossed our fingers. We dumped a jack ton of Marvel Mystery Oil down the cylinders, let it sit for about 2-3 days. She's locked up tight. I was hoping I could get lucky because usually I could finesse these old cars and these old motors. Not this time. We have a couple options though. Instead of just kicking her out the back door and selling her, I'd really want to see her ripping. I want to see her getting down, round the block, do a couple burnouts, you know, the usual. My buddy's got a 360 sitting over there on the on a tire. Pulled it out of like an 85 truck. I don't know, pull this one out, maybe look at the cylinders, dingle ball them, slide the pistons back in, hope for the best, or go grab his motor, plug and play, hook it all up, see what she's got, I don't know. Or I'm kind of thinking, see what kind of cam this has got in it, if it's got one at all. Take the cam out, slide it on into his 360, his 1985 360 out of a D10, no, it's a D100 truck. See what we could do with that. We got options, but anyway, we're gonna have to do a 3-part series on this, maybe 4, maybe 5, I don't know. But that's where we're at on the 74, plum crazy purple, of course. And we'll push her back in the shop. I'll sleep on her a couple more nights and think about what I want to do. And then maybe we'll continue. But until then, I'm Brad, Poor Boy's Garage. Happy Thanksgiving once again. I'll see you next time. We're out.